What's poppin'? What's up? What's good? It's your girl Nisha Shay, and I am back, y'all, with another reaction. No, but I am back with another reaction video, guys. So shoot, stay your ass up here. Before we get into this video, make sure you guys like, share, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you guys will be notified every time I upload a video. So, guys, I think what we have here today is like a mixture of sorts. Like the kids with the black eyes, reincarnation, etc., etc. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it.
The Black-Eyed Children. Over the course of several decades, numerous witnesses in Staffordshire, England, have reported disturbing sightings of children with dark eyes roaming the woodland and occasionally venturing into towns. While comparable urban legends have been told across the world, the Black-Eyed Children of Staffordshire have proven persistent, with many investigators citing the area as haunted. However, unlike the subjects of a typical ghost story or urban legend, these black-eyed children have been caught on camera. Black-eyed children are generally described as having pale skin and dark shaded eyes, and being between the ages of 6 and 16. They are often encountered in woodland or found on the doorsteps of residential homes. The Staffordshire phenomenon is believed to have begun in the 1960s, when a young girl was murdered. Skeptics deny that the mysterious sightings could relate to the haunted soul of this young victim, but investigators have presented a significant volume of evidence.
It's not funny what happened to the girl, but I was just thinking in my own crazy ass head, right? What if the death of her started all of this? She built up a team. She said, let's get him. Nah, I'm sorry. It's sad what happened to the girl. But like, she probably anteed up to get revenge on people, the human species, because of what they did to her. Probably.
Sightings began to be reported in the 1980s, around 20 years after 7-year-old Christine Darby was murdered. The girl's spectral form has been seen by many walkers, and even photographed by some, most recently by a drone.
Shame.
In 2018, a local man encountered what he believed to be the same black-eyed girl. He later described the incident, quote, "She appeared about 100 meters in front of me. She stared right at me for about 30 seconds, then vanished without a trace." Paranormal investigators have captured footage and photos. Some even claim to have been assaulted by the ghosts, having rocks thrown at them while filming. In the summer of 2021, a young couple was camping in the area when they heard something moving just outside their tent. Upon hearing footsteps, the teenagers ventured out. They encountered the black-eyed girl, giggling as she flitted about, quote, "in ways humans simply can't move, from behind one tree to the next." Later, the young woman recalled, quote, "I'd read the stories in the news about the black-eyed child, but it wasn't until the thing stood right in front of me that I could quite believe them." The following morning, they found their tent surrounded by a perimeter of small, evenly spaced piles of stones. The Staffordshire ghost is not the only black-eyed child to have been reported. Some have suggested that they are in fact the ghosts of children who died as the result of an outbreak of diphtheria, a disease that causes a darkening of the eyes in the 19th century. There's no denying that the volume of evidence, when considered together, is significant. If history is anything to go by, the mysterious phenomenon of the black-eyed children will continue to rear its head.
That's crazy. It's crazy.
Caspar Hauser.
Caspar Hauser.
The astonishing case of Caspar Hauser has been disturbing historians and psychologists since the early 1800s. Hauser, at the age of 16, emerged from a woodland in Germany, claiming to have spent his entire life confined to a small, dark cell. The origins of this boy baffled his contemporaries, and continues to be a source of debate. One morning in 1828, Caspar Hauser staggered into the city of Nuremberg, wearing a tattered waistcoat, a silk necktie, and a handkerchief embroidered with his initials. His boots were so worn through that the rough road had bloodied his feet.
Aww.
In his possession were 2 letters. One was addressed to a local cavalry captain, requesting that he take Casper in and raise him. The second letter, written at the approximate date of Casper's birth, appeared to have been from his mother. Casper was found to be largely illiterate, able only to write his own name. He could speak, but seemed confused, with no idea who he was or where he had come from. Casper also lacked civilized manners, and had a stomach only for bread and water. Miraculously, Casper learned to read and write in a couple of weeks, even publishing an autobiography the following year.
I know that's
It
right.
detailed his experience of sleeping on straw in a single darkened room, just 6 feet long and 3 feet wide, and being fed by strangers who never once revealed to him their identity. Some proposed that he was epileptic or delusional, and that he had suffered from hallucinations. Others suggested that he was simply driven mad by many years of neglect. Another popular theory was that Casper was the rightful heir to a throne, and that a rival had hidden him away. The following year, assassination attempts were made against Casper, suggesting that he may have indeed been in line to inherit a position of power. He also survived a gunshot to the head, which he claimed was accidentally self-inflicted. Caspar Hauser ultimately died in 1833 after returning home with a deep stab wound in his chest.
Damn.
Again, he was found clutching a letter, this time from the man who had attacked him, teasing his identity. One magazine wrote of Caspar Hauser, who became the object of much fascination, quote, "It is doubtful if any single individual in all Europe was so much discussed. While bloodstained DNA tests have confirmed that he was not a lost prince of Germany, his origins remain unexplained." Pollock twins. In the serene town of Hexham, England, in 1957, a heart-wrenching tragedy struck that would soon evolve into one of the most captivating claims of reincarnation in modern history. It was a regular Sunday morning when two young...
Y'all, I think I seen this. I think I saw this on an episode or something. But I don't think they were twins, but the mom and dad of these girls, or the 3 kids, if I'm not mistaken, lost their kids in a car accident, I think. And they had twin girls who was reincarnated. So, I think this is it. I think it is, but don't quote me.
sisters, Jacqueline and Joanna Pollock, along with their friend Anthony, set off for church. Their routine was tragically disrupted when a drug-addled driver plowed into the children. Both Jacqueline and Joanna, as well as Anthony, were killed, but this was not to be the end for them. It was later reported that the driver who had killed Jacqueline, Joanna, and Anthony had done so deliberately after having her own children taken from her.
I don't remember that
She was
part.
promptly committed to an asylum.
What the fuck?
Florence Pollock, the girl's mother, fell pregnant again soon after. Grief-stricken to the point of delusion and devout Catholics, the Pollock girls' parents became convinced that their dead daughters would be reincarnated when Florence next gave birth in the form of twin sisters. The odds were incredibly low, with the family never having had twins. Still, when the time came, Florence miraculously gave birth to 2 identical girls.
Beautiful.
The twins, Jillian and Jennifer, were born in October 1958 with differing birthmarks, which is highly unusual in the case of identical twins. Inexplicably, there were undeniable similarities between these birthmarks and blemishes on the skin of the deceased sisters. As they grew up, the twins remarkably appeared to recall locations they'd never actually visited, areas such as playgrounds that their predecessors loved. They also remembered the names of their sisters' toys and shared similar personalities to their lost siblings, fueling the belief that they were indeed reincarnations.
Told you.
Florence became convinced of this when she heard the twins discussing the accident that had killed Jacqueline and Joanna. Recreating the accident, one twin said to the other, quote, "The blood's coming out of your eyes. That's where the car hit you." As the twins aged, their past life recollections faded, and they went on to live normal lives, despite occasionally being
Which
cited by
normally
Catholics
happens.
as proof of reincarnation. The Princes in the Tower.
Princess in the Tower.
A royal mystery that has perplexed historians for centuries now confronts us anew. The fate of the young princes in the Tower. In 1483, 2 royal heirs, 12-year-old Prince Edward V and his 9-year-old brother Richard vanished without a trace, sparking a mystery that endures to this day.
They look like little girls.
Upon the death of their father, King Edward IV, the young Edward was to ascend the throne. But destiny had a grim twist. The boys were confined to the Tower of London, ostensibly to prepare for Edward's coronation. With its cold stone walls and shadowy corridors, this looming fortress would be the last place they were seen alive. For centuries, the prominent theory has been that the boys were victims of foul play at the hands of their ambitious uncle, who subsequently crowned himself King Richard III. This sinister plot, it's believed, cleared his path to the throne. Some also speculate that other English nobles, envious and power-hungry, could have orchestrated the prince's demise. Intriguingly, several individuals emerged over the years, boldly claiming to be the long-lost princes. Each was dismissed as an imposter, yet the seeds of doubt were planted. In 1674, when 2 small skeletons were found in a box at the Tower of London, many assumed them to be the remains of the young princes. Although they were reburied in Westminster Abbey, they could not be confirmed as belonging to the princes. This assumption remained until 2023, when historian Philippa Langley, renowned for her astonishing discovery of Richard III's remains in a pub parking lot, presented groundbreaking evidence. A newly uncovered written statement suggests a daring escape. The princes were allegedly smuggled out of the tower, fleeing to a life of anonymity in Europe. Could it be that they were spared the grim fate history assigned them?
Could be.
The full truth remains elusive, but one thing is certain. The enigma of the princes in the tower continues to captivate as one of history's great unsolved mysteries. The Real Pied Piper. The Pied Piper of Hamelin is a tale that has captivated audiences for
My baby, the Pied Piper. Pied Piper. No, I'm just playing. I'm sorry. Love you, babe.
centuries, evolving from medieval folklore into a symbol of a profound historical mystery. The legend, popularized by writers like the Grimm brothers and Robert Browning, tells of a piper hired to rid Hamelin of rats, who later lures away the town's children when denied payment. While this story is widely known as a fairy tale, intriguing evidence suggests it may be rooted in actual historical events. Hamelin, a picturesque town in Lower Saxony, Germany, is the setting of this ancient narrative. The cornerstone of the historical basis for this legend lies in several artifacts and records from Hamelin. An inscription on the so-called Pied Piper house, dating back to 1602, explicitly mentions the disappearance of 130 children on June 26, 1284. Additionally, town records from 1384 lament the loss of children 100 years prior, and other historical documents, like the Lundberg manuscript, support the narrative of children vanishing following a colorfully dressed piper. Historians and researchers have proposed various theories to explain this mystery. One theory suggests that the Pied Piper was a recruiter who led a youth migration to Eastern Europe during an economic depression. Another prominent hypothesis, supported by linguist Jürgen Udolf, proposes that the children were part of a German colonization effort in regions near Berlin. Udolf's theory is bolstered by the prevalence of family names from Hamelin in these areas. More imaginative theories also exist. Some historians link the legend to a 13th century children's crusade to the Holy Land, or an incident of the Black Plague. However, the timelines don't quite align. Another intriguing idea connects the tale to the medieval phenomenon of dancing mania, a form of mass hysteria where afflicted individuals danced uncontrollably, sometimes leading to death. Despite these theories, the exact event that inspired the Pied Piper story remains a mystery.
Damn.
Which of these mysteries is most likely to be solved? Comment below, and also let me know what other paranormal incidents you want me to explore. Thank you for watching Dark 5. Like and subscribe to continue exploring the greatest mysteries of this world and beyond.
Wow, nice little 12-minute video. That's crazy though. The last, the Casper and the last one, like, what the fuck? Kind of touched my heart. Touched my heart. If it's a fact. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. Make sure you guys like, share, comment, subscribe, turn on your post notifications, and hit that notification bell so you guys can be notified every time I upload another video. Until next time, stay sweet.